Alright, friends, I am going to be on page something. Page 135? Page 135. Alright, so on page 135, so, write everything down you need to on this page. It will totally help you on the quiz. Alright, so problem number 1 says you have a contingency table of 4 rows and 6 columns. How many degrees of freedom will be for the resulting? Well, if you have 4 rows, you're going to go n minus 1, so 4 minus 1 is 3. And if you add 6 columns, you go n minus, or 6 minus 1 to give you 5. So 3 times 5, so your degrees of freedom is 15. Pretty simple. And then they say that they did a study on the connection between gender and eye color was conducted using a random sample of 167 people from the general population. Raw counts are shown in the table below. Okay? So I like this problem because it said a couple of good things. 167 randomly selected people from the general population. That's really good bonus. Alright. So, this problem is going to take us a smidge to do. And I want to see if we can do it the best we can. Alright. So, we're going to find, for this, I'm going to do this one in orange. With me? Alright, so to find the expected value, I'm going to go 85 times 45 divided by 167. And then I'm going to do this one. If I do this one, to find the expected value, it's going to be 85 times 45 as well. Divide by 167. And we'll do this one in blue. We do that. We're going to do 22. Backwards. We're going to go 85 times 22 divided by 167. Some black. That's going to be 85 times 35 divided by 167. Do this one in green. That's going to give me 85 times 20 divided by 167. So that takes care of the first top row.
Wait. Oh, no, I got you. You're good.
When you say wait, I actually worry because I was like, I made a mistake.
No, you're right.
You're the one. You're my go-to because you're getting this down. All right. Okay, so let's do this one. That's going to be 82 times 45 divided by 167. Do this one in pink. 82 times 45 divided by 167. 82 times 22 divided by 167. 82 times 35 divided by 167. Yo! See ya. See you. See you. Write this stuff down. This will be good. This will be good. There's a blank paper right there.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, sick. Do you need a pen, a writing utensil?
Yeah, you wanna take
There's
notes from
plenty in my drawer.
Oh, I got a pen in my pocket.
Alright. And
I don't know how much I'm going to be writing down. What you want us to write down?
I'm just telling you because this will totally help you on the quiz next week.
Okay, bet.
Alright.
the middle one.
82 times 35 divided by 167. All right. So, does everybody feel comfortable with what we did? So we're trying to find the expected value. These are the observed values. We're trying to find the expected values. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So all those different colors right there, if we do the arithmetic on it, that's going to give us the expected value versus the observed value. Okay? So there's kind of a lot that goes with this problem, but it's just arithmetic if you're following along. Does anyone not see how I got these? Does anyone not see how I got that?
What does RT stand for?
RT. Where you at?
At the top. I'm just copying down the
Oh,
equation.
right total, or row total, column total. So this is the row total. This is the column total.
Okay.
The bottom numbers, and then the total.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So this is going to give me an answer of 22.9. 85 times 45 divided by 167. That's also 22.9. I guess I could have seen that. 85 times 22 divided by 167. 11.2. 17.8. 85 times 20 divided by 167.
3 stitches. Fucking utility.
Wait, what? You
I
did
have
not tell me
3
this.
switches from a utility knife. It was like a 1/4 inch deep. I think I'm pretty sure I nicked my middle finger too. Because it can't really bend.
Well, last night.
Like it one,
Doing what?
I was opening a box with a broken
Here's your blood.
That is my problem. It was so stupid.
You're opening a box.
But it was only like $75. I didn't have to pay that much.
But for that,
Yeah. But I have to get them pulled out. They're not dissolvable stitches.
Why? You always ask for
They didn't
Mom
have
does
any.
that.
Your mom does that? Will she do it for free? Will she cut stitches out of my finger?
All right.
I'll pay her like $20.
And if you want to get Botox, that'd be
Friends, basic arithmetic, get it?
Botox, you want
Is there any part of those colors that you're not sure about?
What about cocaine?
Turquoise, so top, middle.
Oxycontin?
All right, so it's going to be the row total, 85, times the column 22 divided by 167.
That's too right.
So when you're going through these, these are your row totals,
Silverado.
and then all of these are your column totals. And then this is your overall total. Okay? So what you're finding here on any one of these, so like if you were to say, hey, we randomly selected these 167 people, we observed that 20 of them were female with black eyes and were female. But our expected value as far as this contingency table would be, we'd expect to see 22.9. Now, we're not going to see 0.9 of a person, but that's what you're expecting. And each one of those, as you go through, you're doing the arithmetic. The 22.9, 22.9, 11.2, 17.8, 10.2, 22.1, 17.1, 10.8, 17.2, and 17.8. Those are the expected values, what you would expect to be getting
Of what color?
in this random selection. Okay?
You stick to this as optimal.
No, we're going to add the chi-squared.
Sucks.
We're
We
not
should
at
make
the
a
chi-squared yet.
line of them called I Hate Octo. That'd
Here we
be
go.
fire.
All right.
Let me make some regular
So-
ones first and then we'll start making fun quiz.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it completely out. It won't be this big. I think it's a 2x3.
How big do you
All
want
right.
the dog to be?
So the chi-squared, it's going to be, we're going to go down a whole bunch of these. So I'm going to go 20
8-inch.
minus
8 inches, pretty small.
22.2,
Or 22.9.
This is
22.9 divided, quantity squared.
0.85 inches.
And then I'm just
8
going to
inches
go
would be
across
this width. just like a half.
Going,
Yeah, we'll do 11.
30
And I should
minus
do it like
22.9 quantity squared
like this.
divided by 22.9. And then we're gonna go,
Or sideways.
Okay.
Sideways.
You think sideways?
Yeah, it would be like, God, man.
ah,
Kind of looks awkward.
I'm gonna separate it a little bit.
So I can put a dash.
Yeah.
okay, we're here, over this way, 15 minus 17.8. Quantity squared divided by 17.8.
You see what I'm looking at?
Then we're gonna do this one, we're gonna go 10 minus 10.2 over 10.2.
I like the black one. Camel gun.
So this is going down, this is just for the females going across.
Over under.
750 in there.
And then for the males going down,
Oh, boy, that's a problem.
I think that one's my favorite. So
This one,
Yeah, I like
300. It's a Mossberg. I think I might get this one here.
Yeah.
For my first effort too. That's good for a first one.
Yeah. Dude, we should go shoot clay sometimes.
Down a spot, bro. I'm so
Catch him dirty. Look at this. All
alright,
The break one's blew up.
so all of these is gonna find the chi-squared. So 20 minus 22.9, square that, divided by 22.9. Yeah,
No, I wasn't on Friday. Missed school. Yeah, we've only had 2 days.
I know, right? Today's 2 Wednesdays. We had Monday and Tuesday, but we school.
Yeah, cause, well, Monday, I just had back during school, so my eyes were a bit. And I would wanna go with the sun, cause it's like super bright, there's a big cliff. And then Tuesday, I,
Oh, yeah.
a job.
Oh, that's a. Oh,
Yeah.
that's why.
You told me.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like F1. Have you heard
Yeah,
of
it does.
CJ with a guitar?
Is that our name?
Look it up. Dude, it's insane.
Yeah, so much.
By far one of my favorite exhausts on any car.
really.
Yes.
Where you go?
Like, hands down. Either that or Carrera GT with the exhaust.
Big canvas.
That just made me shit my pants.
What's your say, Jim State? Wait, Sterling,
yeah,
you messed up.
where?
On the male of 30 minus 22.8, it's 15 minus 22.1.
This one?
Yeah.
Just so close. Oh.
Male 15, oh, that's a 15?
It's like 15 minutes out.
Yeah, you got it. Just lay it right over there, Bert. That's a 15, you say?
Yeah, because look, male brown.
You're right, you're right.
I got you.
Oops. I gotta erase this.
This is the food that's stuck in. That's the car you get.
15 minus 22.1 squared divided by 22.1.
I think I'm gonna get. That's a good one. Hold on, let me see what else.
2.3. Ah,
Okay. 180. Cayman S. Alright. One of the kids there. NSX. Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
GTO 230.
Rider had some shit like
Oh wait,
I had surgery, I had
is that
surgery.
what I think it is? That's a so that's a Mitsubishi 3000 GT, so it's gotta be 6. Fairly easy, very good. Gymnast, again. That's a RA though. That's what first year, or that's a mark. 3 year 2 super. SLS GT2. Very
You know,
I like watching this guy. He's got
Oh, yeah.
All right.
it's very cool.
That's why I
That's old. First gen GTR.
went up for
Super again. R8.
my full foot was like
You know you can get an R8 for like 60 grand. With a V stage. I know, kids.
All right. So the highlighted yellows, friends,
That's a very expensive car.
the highlighted yellows basically are chi-squared. So what you need to do is establish a null and alternative. So our null hypothesis, which I think I still have a little room. So our null and our alternative, we're going to go ahead and say that gender and eye color are independent. Gender and eye color are not independent. So this falls under dependent. Okay, so what we can do is we do it, that's our whole contingency table. Guys, you will see not quite, you won't have a 2x5, you probably have a 2x3 matrix that you'll do. Alright, so our chi-square test statistic, okay? So what I need to do is all of those highlighted yellows I have to add up. So I'm going to get 0.37 plus 2.2 plus 0.13 plus 0.003 plus 0.38 plus 2.3 plus 0.13 plus 0.93 plus 3.4 So the sum of the chi-squared, if I did this right, should come out to about 10.3. So I added up all those yellows. I think I did it right. I think. I hope.
I believe so.
Huh?
I believe 3, 5, so 15. So we're gonna go. Ooh, so we're gonna go to the next month on school G for the 15 for the degrees of freedom.
Yeah, so find the chi-squared statistic degrees of freedom. So the degrees of freedom, 5 degrees of freedom is going to be
15.
5 minus 1,
400.
right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 1, 2,
52.
right?
The whole thing?
So degrees of freedom is going to be 4 times 1,
Are you ordering that?
right?
Is it got a camera on it?
5 minus 1 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1.
Do you know how cool that would be for
Alright, and then we go to the chi-squared, which means I got to get to my computer
There's no carriage,
and switch this.
remote control tool.
It's a deal and a half.
I'm going to go away from this for a minute.
I said you wanted to-
Alright, so under
She
courses,
said, I doubt that.
stats. Last week, chi-squared. Alright, so on the chi-square distribution, our degrees of freedom is 4. And what did we come up with? 10.3? So we type all that in. Notice, I get a p-value of 0.04. So if I get a p-value of 0.04, my p-value comes out to be 0.04. Whiteboard. So is 0.04 bigger than or smaller than 0.05? 0.04 bigger than or smaller than 0.05?
Smaller than.
Smaller. Okay, so this is smaller than 0.05. So if it's smaller than 0.05, we what?
Yeah, reject.
Reject. So reject our null hypothesis. Okay? So if we reject our null hypothesis, that means we found evidence that supported our alternative hypothesis, which means the evidence went against the null. Okay? So that's just kind of all kinds of good stuff. Okay? So, are the assumptions met on this problem? We had 167 randomly selected people from the population. Totally met it. So, really good statistics problem because it had everything there. Okay? So, what I will say is take a picture of that. Take a good picture of that. Make sure you know how to do it. I know, because you're going to see a problem like this. You're going to get to work together, but there's 4 different versions of the test that go out. Okay, so make sure you see where all that comes from. Make sure you know where to find the chi-square test on Desmos. We have to go through Schoology to get there. All right, so what I highly encourage you all to do, did you guys all get a picture? All right, I'm going to move it up. What I would highly encourage you all to take care of is, I can't remember what page it is. Page. So, give me an honest try on page 136. Okay, it's the same idea. Okay, we'll definitely hit upon that tomorrow. And that's all I got for you.